Hey! Hey! Couché!
I see. Papache.
I'm a king of rock, there's none higher. Sucker MCs should all be tired. Come on, my kingdom, you must see fire. I won't stop rocking till I retire.
Like a dog without a bone, an actor out alone. Riders on the storm.
Wow.
And the music was good and the music was loud.
Good morning, everybody. Let's see. Mic check. Are you guys there? Mic check, yes. Mic check. Hey, people. Merry Christmas, Exotic Borable. What's up, Jordan? Yeah, I'm trying out my new podcast situation here. You know, just trying things out. Still trying to get this headphone shit together, man. I mean, so I need to go live with you guys just to get this shit right. But yeah, man, this is it, man. This is what I think I got a niche for this stuff, man. Yep. Can you hear me, Jordan? Mic check. Sounds good, baby. Woo! Listen. Hey, Jordan, we did it, man. We did it, bro. Got my other mics coming in. I'm gonna do some podcasting here, up close and personal. You know, spent a little bit of money trying to get this shit right, but I think I have a calling for this. Oh man! So at some point we got to do a podcast together too again. I mean, I love the dialogue. You know, I love the aspect of talking about something that's more loyal than humans, and that is the animal instinct, the canine species. You know, I tell the story all the time, and I will say it over and over and over. La Fundación, the foundation. So I'll tell these people this all the time. I said, listen, one thing about animals that humans cannot possibly do is, animals do one of many things that they can do, right? But the one thing that humans can't do is be consistent. You know, I always say when you leave for 5 minutes, 5 hours, 5 days, 5 minutes, 5 seconds, your dog run into the door, right? When he doesn't run to that door, or she, depending on which sex you have, then you know something's physically wrong. My mama wasn't even that consistent. My twin brother's not that consistent. Everybody has a bad day, and depending on when you catch them, their bad day will exhume through their attitude and their emotions. And people will. I graduated from high school in '89. Okay, and I can't remember what somebody told me, but I can always remember how they made me feel. Right, so I try to treat people with respect, but don't fucking come for me, because I come for you. So today, man, do you guys like this logo, man? Yeah, this is actually one of my old dogs named Brody. Brody, he was an IPO2 dog. I had imported him from Hungary. He set the tone. He trailblazed my minimal standards for a black and mahogany dog. And Alonzo set the tone for the most well-rounded, smartest dog. He was my red dog that I imported from Hungary as well. So I've had some luck with Hungarian dogs. But this is my setup, man, and I would move this Canon camera that I've had for years that Miles has given me shit about, like it's old, but the shit works. I used to love taking photos. So we using my camera that has a short throw lens. That's why you can be able to get the whole effect of what's going on. And I wish I could show you guys the setup here. And I put a little change in this place that I'm renting. So here's the deal. So I had to move, first of all, you guys know I'm a fire and arson and forensics investigator. So I own the firm. I own an insurance inspection firm, and I'm a real estate, I'm not going to say guru, but I'm trying to build my foundation in real estate. My Jewish friends, they've been doing this for generations. So if I can take a page out of their book, that'll make sure that I have some kind of financial independence, but also financial stability. I've been bankrupt before in 2011, and I know what it feels like to be broke. So I didn't come from money. Everything that I received, I had to earn. And I come from a troubled childhood. So I put a little bit of money in this thing, but so I get back to that. I had to move my office that I've rented an office space for 11 years in Inglewood. And the owner of the building, this is like a 100 office space building. It's right here in LA, Inglewood, actually, Inglewood up to no good. And the owner decided to sell the building, so he gave all of us 60-day notice. Some of these people been in that building, 30 years? I'm like, fuck, 30 years? I got out of college 30 years ago. So I put a little bit of money here. I want this to be like a little workout spot for me and my wife, but also a studio. You can rent this little area for your own little podcast and your own little movie video shoot. Got a little kitchenette in here. Got a stair machine. Listen, the Stairmaster. Rich know about this. And Rich, I don't know if you are, but I'm not a big fan of cardio. But the Stairmaster got my motherfucking ass peeled from all my shows. And I hated that machine, but this is what it works. Everything: your ass, your legs, your cores. Rich got it. He's got the genetic thing over me. He's got wheels. I had to build up some wheels, but he was born with some wheels. Wheels means legs, people. So, people, I get up here and I'm trying this new podcast thing out. Shout out to Miles Meyer, who is my videographer. He's my mentor on this platform of trying to monetize, but also put me out there. So I'm forever indebted to him, literally and financially. And I'm blessed. this is a passion, and I think I see a future in this. I'm not quite yet there where this is a full-time thing, but um, I'm trying to straddle the fence. I will say I'm still working in corporate America, but I'm also doing this dog thing, which is a hobby, a personality. I have a niche here. And I'm the only stud service provider in California. All I have is studs, no females. The only females I have is my wife and my 2 cats. My daughter is in Texas and she's grown. So these are the only females that are in my circle, so to speak. But I look forward to here's the thing, man. Let's get on this topic, man. Let's talk about our people. Our people. I'm all about supporting our people, supporting their and our brand, and giving our people work. But man, we deal with some stuff, man, nowadays where brothers don't want to work, man. I'm from the South, man. We were the laborers. I did all the cooking, the dishwashing, the car washing, the grass cutting. I'm like, these motherfuckers got soft hands, man. So with that being said, I support people's brand and their people of color as well, or anybody, but I have to get my people straight first. And I support brands, man. I support Trevor at Fit Bully TV, pethealth.com is coming out probably so. Rich DeBerry, La Fundacion K9, The Foundation Raw Food. I'm putting another order in, bruh, so it can get shipped out Monday. I support Oscar Moore. I support my guys out here. Oh, Donnell, aka Sykes. I support Sykes. If you notice, Sykes. You got to admire dog trainers from afar and from up close because they doing this full time. They picking up dog shit full time. They're taking bites from dogs full time. They're waiting to get paid by you, which sometimes you bullshit them, full time. And you got to admit, man, rain, sleet, or snow, these guys, especially when they do board and train, they putting it fucking down. So, I'm not a dog trainer. I do know how to train dogs. I am a part of a couple of clubs. And I can get my dog trained on my own with assistance from a helper. But I'm not a dog trainer. I'm a club member. I'm not a certified decoy, but I know how to take bites. And I've been around the game long enough that if I wanted to step out into that goddamn proverbial space, I could do so, but I don't know everything. But I know how to read dogs. I know dogs. I don't know everything. And so, man, when you try to support people's brand, sometimes, and I'm not speaking about the people I just spoke of. I'm speaking of people I tried to support in the past. They take the dumps on you. They don't respond. It's not it's not a reciprocal. And anybody who fucking knows me, that I don't ask for nothing for free. Because with free stuff come with residuals that you, in the long run, don't want to hold up your end of the bargain. So when I say that, it's like, I tell you guys my experiences and I give you guys game because I took all the L's so you don't have to. I'm not the guy that has something that I don't want to share with people. I keep it a secret, keep it close to the chest. Let me tell you guys a story about this guy. I'm going to put his name on it so you can Google this shit because I think I've earned the right to talk about it now and put names. And this is Christmas Day. To me, Christmas is for kids. It's a day off from work. But as far as getting into the festive spirit and passing gifts, I've never been a part of that because during my childhood, we didn't have Christmas. Nobody wasn't Muslim. No, nobody wasn't Jewish. It's just that I had some fucked up relatives in my family. And when my grandfather died in 81, everything died with him. The love, the caring, the sharing, the hugs, the say I love you, all that shit I went out the window. What came on was the physical abuse, literally, the mom putting boyfriends before her twin boys, me and my brother, watching her do drugs in front of us, and a grandmother who was not only verbally abusive, but physically abusive. So imagine this, somebody mercifully whipping your ass with hose pipes, 4x4s, and at the same time, she's saying, I love you. I'm doing this because I love you. Very confusing. So for me to even be here to talk to you guys is a blessing. But let me digress again. So I got into the Adobe game in 2010. I went to this field up here in Stocker and La Brea, and I was going through a divorce, and my wife had moved out, and I always wanted a dog. I had a couple of them growing up in the South in Mississippi. And Dominique, what's up, man? My Roddy's good, bro. I went to this field, Lewis Williams of Black Mass. First I started with OJ, Otis James Knight of the canine coach. And I had bought a dog from a guy named Percy Bickerstaff. The whole purchasing Bickerstaff Dobermans, you can Google that shit. The whole process of buying a Doberman from him was kind of shady as a motherfucker. It was like, first of all, I picked out my puppy at 4 weeks, which I didn't know that's not a good thing to do because they fucking change every week. And once I got to his house 2 or 3 weeks later to pick up the puppy, he wouldn't let me go back in the back and get it. He would go in the back and bring it to me. And so I just took what he got. And that was $2,500. So I didn't know I got fucked in. So I took that dog to the field at Otis James Knighton, and we started doing group obedience. Didn't know I was watering my dog down. And then I went on the other side of the field on Stockton La Brea here in LA. It's the Black Beverly Hills area, Baldwin Hills. And I saw Lewis Williams with this big black Doberman, and he doing like the dog's doing wind sprints with parachutes. He's running down one end of the field to the other with a parachute on, chasing a dumbbell, doing bite work. And it's like, fuck. I'm an A-type dude. I was like, that's what I want. OJ saw it in my eyes and said, you want to go down there, don't you? I said, yeah, I do. And I thought my dog had it what it takes because he's European, right? Never saw his parents. Yeah, that's another story. So I went down to the other end of the field, talked to Lewis. I said, man, where you get that Doberman from? He said, that's Dr. Bill Relaford's dog. The dog was named Musa, M-O-U-S-A. Just search Musa, M-O-U-S-A, Musa the Doberman. And you'll see images of him as a puppy and as a grown dog. This motherfucker was badass. I mean, he was mean. He was mean, but he was social. That means he wouldn't fucking pop off unless you pop it off. He wasn't gonna let you come up there. His tail wasn't wagging when you was petting him, but he was all about business. That's what I need. That's what I need. So I called. I talked to Bill. Well, correction, never talked to him. So I messaged Bill Relaford through Facebook. And by this time, Bill Relaford, he's a podiatrist, a foot doctor. He was getting a lot of steam and a lot of motion with, he was on The View with Whoopi Goldberg. He was doing these barbershop talks about, he was going to black barbershops talking about high blood pressure and hypertension. A foot doctor talking about high blood pressure. A little bit of difference. And then he was invited to the White House. Hold on. So I'm thinking about those goddamn cameras. So he was invited to the White House. So I hit up Bill so many times, and I said, let me do my little investigative techniques. You know, I used to be a cop, so it's like, you know, good cops are nosy motherfuckers. Letting you guys know that now. A real good cop is nosy as shit. So I'm nosy. So I went and did my research, and I found out who the breeder was. She was this lady in Russia. So I hit her up. I said, hey, I'm looking for a dog. I was impressed with Musa. Boom, boom, boom. And a week later, I get a DM message from Facebook. And during this time, Facebook was, you know, just kicking up. He said, man, don't ever reach out to my breeder without contacting me first. I went fucking nuts. So are you fucking kidding me? I said, I went to you, I messaged you. I had Lewis to tell you to call me because you his client and you do a board and train with Musa. I've did everything I could. You never returned I even emailed you. I said, so fuck that. Fast forward 2 or 3 months later, 4 months later, maybe, he's on the news being indicted and convicted on felony charges of opening up bank accounts in his patients' names. So he goes to federal prison. So I'm not the type of guy to kick a motherfucker when he's down, because I get emotional with it. I go all in and want to fight. And literally, I couldn't fight him because he was already incarcerated by that time. So what I did, guess what I did? I wrote him a letter in federal prison. And I sent him pictures of the dog that I received from Hungary, Brody. I said, thanks to you, man. You opened my eyes to what a Doberman's supposed to be. And I'll be forever indebted to you, figuratively. And hope you're doing well. Look forward to seeing you when you get out. I sent them that letter. So I say that is because if somebody asks me where I got my dog from, I will let them know. I promote people who give me a chance. And it's just me now. So when I say I support people, I support people. And I'm gonna get on this topic because it's kind of it's exciting for me, but it's also a beautiful thing. And I've been dealing with Rich for a minute now. Rich DeBerry at La Fondation, the foundation. And I really don't tell people, I don't give people a lot of flowers and roses. But I will say that the fucking dog food that he is selling, people, you guys better get on this shit now. Anybody else that's selling raw tripe with different variety packs is going to charge you a fucking arm and a leg and probably some foreskin. This is probably the best food, raw food, other than raw chicken I give my dog, but this is the best raw beef blend. Bison, venison, pollock, that don't stink, that I ever bought for my dogs. And I have a puppy named Titus, and I'm feeding the fuck out of him with that raw tripe. And I can camouflage the supplements that I give him, like cucumber slices. I dice them up real good. His Zesty Paws, all multivitamins. His muscle gain, Bully Max, if that works. Every little bit works. And I put all that, mix it in, and then I throw a cup of kibble in there, mix it up, because I want him to still get used to eating kibble. Because when I'm not home, I need somebody to take care of my dogs. I don't expect people to come to my house and go in the freezer or go in the refrigerator, mix up food, use their gloves, dial it up real good. Just give him kibble, he'll live until I get back. So I say this, man, is that you got to support people's product, man. You know, especially when they're doing shit the right fucking way. There's a lot of I'm not going to say that word on here because we talked about it. I'm not going to, there's a lot of fuck shit going on where you buy something and it's not what you get. And, this is the time now where we need to start 2025. New Year's resolution, man, is almost kind of like bullshit to me because what you're doing this year, you should have did last year. And my grandmother always said, if you started now, you'd be late. But let me take a few questions because if you guys are watching me, then that means your football game ain't on TV yet. Well, let me see here. It's Dominique. He said, "Hey, okay, bro. I know you knew the Rots, but look up the Django von Rotberg or Max von Turnelberg. I'm telling you, the best working writers you ever worked." Hey, Dom, I'm gonna Google that shit right fucking now. And the problem, which people don't understand, let me see, look it up. You said the Django. Vom Radi Rotberg. Sound like a German. Yeah. Ooh. And he's good looking too. Like he's a little bit on the small side. But that's the thing right there, Dom, is that when you're dealing with an all working line, they're not gonna. It's very hard to find any dog all working line. It's pretty hard to find one that has some size. I mean, they're gonna have heart like a lion. So I would, if I was to get a puppy off of him, it would be a hot bitch, and I would breed him to a nice big size show male. So yeah, man, that's the issue. Working dogs, when you're dealing with the Malinois, everybody and their mama and everybody's cousins, brothers, sisters, niece got Malinois. Like my man Adrian Santana, Malinois. That is a Malinois. Everybody got a goddamn Malinois. That's like motherfucking Toyota Priuses around here, man. Correction, Teslas. Everybody got a goddamn Malinois. Can we all be different? I mean, we are different. Why we got to get something that everybody got? Every police department, every dog trainer. But let a Roddy or a Doberman or a Pressa, Cane Corso, Great Dane step on that damn field to do the same thing, people are watching. See what I'm saying? So I like, the Django, KMPV type. Django was one. KMPV is tough shit, dog. That's real deal. But yeah, man. The problem with all working dog, like Kristen Gomez has a nice Roddy, and the only negative to me is that he's like 70 pounds, 70, 80 pounds. But he'll tear your ass up. So what you got to do is, if you want some Roddy with some size, you got to, one of the parents got to have some size. So that's going to be the thing. So that's why I like to deal with working dogs, but also have dogs with a balance of work and show. With the emphasis, and my dogs, usually parents have to have more than a level 2 working on both sides, not just one side loaded. Or whatever. Let me see. Carnage 8994. So that means you was born in August 9th, 1994? Just guessing. Would you ever get a female Doberman? Maybe. I would get one. I've gotten some, but I've never owned. I've co-owned, put like that. I would probably be a very good breeder, but my wife doesn't want to consume her life whelping litters and taking care of puppies. You guys know that, unlike most dogs, Doberman puppies, the first 2 weeks, they're very sensitive. It's critical. You can die easily. And so somebody got to be there 2 weeks straight. And I got to make the money to support this habit. SWA retirement specialist. Oh, God damn. So people, SWA retirement specialist. Let me tell you who this person is. This is my wife. She's watching me. I'm supposed to be on the staring machine. She's watching me. And she just chimed in and said, no. So, yeah, man, this is it right here, right? I got to be very, I got to be on my P's and Q's now because Stephanie's watching. Let's talk about traveling, going to Vegas, seeing the Isley brothers. Fuck that. We talk about dogs on this channel. So yeah, people, this is my spot, man. I'm gonna be my first in-house guest. Will be my man Johnny and Johnny's Instagram page, because I want to say I don't know it's shit by heart. So, oops, my bad. I don't watch a lot of Kendrick Lamar stuff, even though he's promoting that Grand National, and you guys know what I got right over there. The Grand National. And I had my fucking 20 years. He got a GNX model, which is the limited edition last series of Grand Nationals. He's probably paid well over $150,000 for it. Johnny. Yeah, his Instagram handle is can y'all see that shit? Let me see. No, it's whited out. It's called Johnny's _ Doberman's ear posting. I'm gonna have him on. I answer that question in a minute, Alberto. I'm gonna have him on this Sunday. I think he's coming over Sunday. But we're gonna do some footage Saturday at South Bay Malinois Kennels in Compton. I'm from Compton. We're gonna do some footage, and Johnny's getting a Doberman. He's getting a female. And I'm gonna make sure he get the best, baddest. I can't say the B word because Stephanie's on here. I'm gonna get the best, baddest female. Trust me when I say this. So Johnny's gonna come over. We're gonna talk about ear taping, the pros and cons, when to tape, when not to tape, the preventative maintenance, all those things. So he's gonna be my first guest. Table's big enough. The other mic's coming in Friday. So let me see, what did SWA retirement specialist say? We don't have the time for females. We love the ladies and babies though, but not at my house. Well, the queen has spoken, people. The queen has spoken. I feel like Steve Harvey in this motherfucker. So Alberto asked me a question. No more videos with Leo. Leo is my boy still, man. You know, hey, when me and Leo got into this thing, we knew that our partnership in this podcast was going to be, it has a shelf life. And he's doing his own thing. He's venturing off doing bigger things. I think this podcast has made us more visible than ever. And so I do miss having him on here because I have to do all the talking. And I'm the hot, he's the cold, and he balances me out. But he's doing his own thing. He got his own kennels going. He's got his hands full. He's got a daughter. He's got dogs. He got puppies on the ground. So he's still there. He can still come on, but he's kind of threw his hat in with the podcast. It is a lot of work and it's a lot of commitment as well. And the money aspect, we have to put it up. And we have to be able to come up with ideas, and with everything going on in 2024 and the bigger plans we have in 2025, he's doing his own thing. I wish nothing but the best, but we both have much love and respect for each other, period. So there's no issues. It's just that he's doing his own thing. Now I'm doing mine. What other questions here? I should have Rich DeBerry on here to talk about this goddamn dog food, because you guys know 20 years ago, dogs wasn't dying at 4 and 5 years of age like they are now. It's the bullshit goddamn food we getting from these manufacturers. Raw food is the best source. It's the most organic source for carnivores. It's no different than the best food source for infant babies. There's mother's milk and organically cooked food from their parents. You control the ingredients. So I mean, it's a I can't stress enough to people that when you have puppies, I told my boy Alonzo, who has Casanova Jr. in Atlanta, I said, hey man, he's a puppy. He's 5-6 months. I said, feed his ass as much as he can eat. I said, you only get one chance at this. He doesn't grow twice. He doesn't grow in 2 years and then, oh, let's do a rewind. Let's try it again. No, you get one chance. That's why your mama said, eat all your food so you can grow. Alberto, glad to hear everything's good between us guys. Thanks for answering. Yeah, no problem, man. Like I say, man, I don't have beef with nobody unless they got beef with me. I only got beef with 2 people in this world. And one of them is a dog trainer by the name of Daryl Young. He's a piece of shit. I don't want to get on this. I don't want to talk about it. I'm like Shannon Sharp. He's like, you guys need to Google that Shannon Sharp shit. He was like, he told Kurt Heinrich, Kurt, whatever, and this other guy on that college day game day. He said, Stephen A., I'm gonna let you know, if it wasn't for you taking the high road, I'd have lit their ass up. So I'm a shell back. I'm gonna like get emotional here and about that, but I'm not gonna talk about it. I just got a text from Steph saying don't talk about it. So leave it. So people, I just want to make sure that my lighting is accurate here, that you guys are really I got some big shows coming up. I'm interviewing a guy named I'm going to Jersey. I'm going to Dirty Jersey. Matt. Let me see what Matt's Instagram handle is. His Instagram handle is called K9, the letter K9, Matt1. This dude, I've been watching this dude for a long time, ever since he got on social media. I thought he was a brother, I'm sorry, an African American, because he has so much swag. And when I talked to him, I said, man, you're a brother, right? You a white guy? He said, yeah, I'm white. I was like, damn, boy, you more black than me. As far as the swag, the way he carries himself among people of color, it's warming. It's welcoming. And K9 Matt is doing some real dog shit. And he's doing skits with showing people what not to do, learning, knowing the signs. And I like Matt because he's talking to the people. He's not just doing action work. He's doing explanation work. And I'm trying to get that with Sykes over there at South Bay, where I'm getting him to talk to the cameras as far as why are we doing table work? What is the purpose behind that? What is different between civil and defense? So because the masses may not know what he's doing, they just see what he's doing, but you have to explain it. So I'm gonna be traveling the United States. I'm going to see him. I'm going to see another guy in Dallas, Texas for his Frenchie game. I'm going to a Frenchie convention in LA Convention Center. Talk to these Frenchie breeders, man. Like, are you motherfuckers really making money? It's like, if everybody is doing the same thing, what makes your one thing different from everybody's same thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I keep getting it. It's almost like, you guys may not remember this. You remember this thing called the pyramid game? Like, everybody will say, get on my board. If you get on my board, my friend Johnny already, my friend Ruben cashed out 30 grand last week. If you get on my board and bring 2 people under you, you get to move up. But it's almost like if all these people being brought in, like, okay, I never got cashed out. I lost $1,500. I brought a friend in who lost $1,500, and that was almost 30 years ago, and I still feel bad about that, right? But getting back to my point I was making, everybody's saying they're making bukus of money on Frenchies. I hear these words of 30, 20,000 for a dog, 10,000 for a dog, 25,000 for a dog. I hear these stories, and I'm like, wait a minute. They can't breed naturally. They can't give birth naturally. They have breathing issues. Some of these are mixed breeds because you're throwing other shit in there to make them curly haired. Are you really making that kind of money? Can you prove to me that people are paying this kind of money when everybody has the same shit? You can't. So I'm going to a convention, not to call people out, because I don't want to fight, even though I don't mind fighting, but I'm going to ask people these questions that nobody's asking. So I'm going to the LA Convention Frenchie Dog Show. I'm going to have my 5 questions. I'm going to ask every breeder I talk to, and I'm going to get some information. Hey, man, you know, what are you making? What's the most exotic dog you sold? I mean, because when you start selling dogs at that price, those are life-changing numbers. You know, I stay in my lane. So, people, let me get off this thing. This has been a pleasure. I realize now that this setup actually works, and I can't wait till we talk to each other again. We're going live with my man. We're going live with my man Syed from TRK Kennels. We're going to talk about this valley fever stuff. This is real deal. This is a couple of his dogs have caught that shit where they have to go to the ER. And this shit is airborne. You can't smell it. You can't touch it. You can't see it. And we need to be diligent about this and very vigilant on how to do preventative maintenance and preventative care and post care if something happens. So stay tuned. We're going live Saturday. Hope you guys saw the flyer. Until then, be responsible. Okay.